In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, hello everybody, how are you doing? We're doing great. By the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah, my name's NA Saqib. I'm your Usman to IELTS trainer. Additionally, been also teaching the students of spoken English for the last 20 years at the platform of Genius Institute, Lahore. Dear friends, today's lecture would be about IELTS Writing Task 2 and importantly about the frequently asked topics. So I have made a kind of list for you guys and you better just write them down, all the major topics, and then start doing a bit of writing practice on them. So let's get started. The essays could be on the following topics like technology or information technology, education, media, careers, international affairs, entertainment, sports, men and women relationships, crime, population, leisure or spare time activities or pastimes, society or the social issues, internet, companies, employees, relationships, old age, tourism, diet, food, fitness, health, environment, arts and science, business and money, language and transport. The list may seem horribly long. It may seem a bit of nightmare in the beginning, but once you start giving a bit of thought to these topics, they would start becoming easier. So the themes are very basic topics actually, and you probably have a basic knowledge of already. And even with the ones you feel knowing nothing about, you shouldn't be worried. Nobody is expecting you to suddenly know everything about space science or space exploration or the world of business and all that stuff. So you need to know a bit of basic principles of everything. For that purpose, you should be an extensive reader to know about all the basic themes of the journal topics. And if there is a topic in the examination which is actually falling in your learning zone, or which actually is all about your favorite subject, or which is within your jurisdiction, it's a matter of great luck. Congratulations. But you can't expect all the time that you would be having a topic or you would come across a topic of your own desire. So if your essay question is related to something you already know a lot about, it's better, but that's not essential. You may find all different kinds of topics and you must get ready to face all different kind of topics actually. Actually, the essay which will be given to you in the examination of IELTS Task 2 we are talking in particularly about, that would be opinion-based essay to a great extent. There are different kinds of essays. There are different types of essays. We'll be talking about later about all those types. Once again, actually Watts had talked about those essay types in the previous lecture. But for the sake of repetition and revision, it's better just I give you a bit of idea about those question types once again, or essay types. So most of the time you will encounter or you come across the opinion-based topics. For example, essay question types you might come across in your IELTS writing task 2, which are opinion-based. You know about that agree or disagree kind of questions or essays. They are opinion-based actually. So you should be expressing your own thoughts, your own arguments or your opinions in your essay. So expressing yourself is needed. As far as the teachers who are teaching, or the trainers who are training the students and candidates, or the test takers or professionals, they actually divide all these essays in 5 different categories. There are a bit of controversies, or there is a difference of opinion as well. Different teachers or trainers or experts of IELTS teaching divided in different ways. But generally, I have found out that there are 5 maximum major categories of essay types. What are those? Opinion essays, agree or disagree kind of essays, advantages and disadvantages essays, problem and solution essays, discussion essays where you discuss both sides, both views, a double question essays, or 2-part question essays. So these are different 5 categories. Okay, it's important for the candidates to know about each one of those, so you will be fully prepared for whatsoever essay question is ahead of you. So you must just get ready for meeting any question type or essay type. And shortly I'm going to introduce you with all the structures, the basic structures of all the essay types in the following lectures, which I'm going to publish very soon. It will be quite ready-made or easy peasy methodology for you guys to learn about basic structures and how you will be using it. We'll be talking about it later on. So you may have to present and justify your opinion about the given topic, or to give a solution to a problem. It all depends on the question type. And typical task 2 questions, for example, giving you the example of one question type, would be like this. For example, is technology time consuming, or does it save time? So that's the question type which you would be perhaps coming across. And what's your opinion on this? And there would be some additional information given along with this question. And that would also be the part of question. You should use your own ideas, knowledge, and experience to spout your arguments with examples, relevant evidence, and you should write at least 250 words. These will be additional information or additional instructions. Now, 250 words at least, actually, that's the minimum word count. What's better for you guys? To write between 270 to 80 words. And that's the ideal limit, word limit, or size of your part 2 or the task 2 essay. So for this particular example task, you need to express your opinion, discuss whether technology uses or saves time. You should not simply write about technology in general. It will be very bad impression for the examiner. It may penalize you for doing this, because understanding the aspect of technology is important. Here, whether it saves times or actually consumes time, what do you think about? So this aspect is being asked. You must be very much confident and understanding about what is being asked by the examiner, and you should start answering accordingly. My dear friends, thank you very much indeed. It was the kind of lecture which I decided to give you, in which I gave you the major, most common topics, which are probably to be found in the task 2 of IELTS writing. And then I just gave you some 5 question types or essay types. And then I gave you an example of the question, and I told you that you must understand what is being asked, and you mustn't start writing blindly about the topic. Try to understand what is being asked. That's it. Thank you very much indeed, my dear friends. I'll see you with another video. Until then, God bless you all. Bye-bye.